Hey, Michelle Phelps. So you want my prediction on Usyk Chisora? Usyk by clear decision goes the distance.
Okay, my prediction for Derek Chisora against Alexander Usyk, even though I want Derek to pull it off, even though I'm quite sure half the country's behind him to do this. It's a massive, massive ask for him. I think the fight goes late, if not on points to Usyk. If not, the referee jumps in and stops it towards the latter part of the fight, the last two rounds. Because Derek's got a heart and of a lion, and I'm quite sure that Usyk's going to have to box his ears off to try and punch the fight out of him.
To any of his sparring partners, all of his sparring partners, every single one of them, when I talked to them privately, I said, what did you think when you was coming over to spar? They thought, okay, it's going to be good, but Derek's going to get battered. You know, Usyk is just a different level. And I said, how about now? After they sparred, they went, we didn't know Derek could do that. We didn't. He's never done it in the ring before. Why doesn't he always fought like that? And I went, exactly. This is it. He's doing stuff he's never done before. Every single sparring partner can't believe Derek Chisora is doing what he's doing. And if he can translate that into a fight, if he can translate that into fight conditions with 10, he's doing it with 20-ounce gloves on, big head guard. When you cut them gloves in half and it's all knuckle, he's hitting the top of the head, he's hitting the back of the head, the neck, around the shoulder. He's just pounding anything he can get his hands on and doing damage with massive gloves on against solid, rock-solid guys. Woo! We got ourselves an absolute barnstorm. I'm telling you, this is it.
As a big fan of boxing, this is the fight I look up to. I most eagerly wait. You know, it's the perfect fight because it can end up only in heavy KO by Chisora or outboxing by Usyk. So there is no other way. You know, there is no Chisora winning on points. There's no nothing, and I don't think Usyk can knock out Chisora. Maybe TKO, but no knockout. So it's, I don't know. Listen, Chisora is so dangerous, and those gloves are so small. People don't understand it. Believe they're small. I broke my fist both of the times. The Chandel, I broke this one. With Neil, I broke this one. Yeah, so they're so small. When I punch them, I feel them in my elbow. You know how small they are. So if he chins Usyk, it's over. It's game over. You know, Chisora punches like a beast. You know, and I saw him live when he fought Spilka, Artur Spilka. That was devastating to watch. He has some guns. So he's good. He has long arms. So it's a very interesting fight. I would put my money on Usyk. You know, I would put because he did everything. He did everything he needs to. He's already a legend. You know? Much better boxer than Chisora if you look at it that way. You know? So I'll put my money on Usyk, but it's definitely a fight I'm going to watch.
My prediction for Usyk Chisora at the weekend, I think Usyk is technically too good. Obviously I've seen him fight live, been there ringside, and he's just something else. He's just going to outsmart Chisora. I think he's technically too good. I think his defense is going to be too tight. Chisora's not going to land any clean shots. It's going to frustrate him. He's going to tire. And we all know Usyk doesn't really tire. His cardio levels are just unmatched. And I'm going to go for a late stoppage for Usyk. My gut is saying 7, but I'm going to give myself a little bit of leeway and say round 7 to 10 for Usyk stoppage.
Sunday Usyk versus Derek War Chisora. We could be seeing an upset here. You're going to think I'm crazy because I'm backing Derek Chisora because I've known this since me 15 years old. But no, I'm backing it over the simple fact that I was not impressed with a 15 stone 5 Usyk versus Chaz Witherspoon, the nephew of former WBC and WBA heavyweight champion Tim Witherspoon. I wasn't impressed with that performance at all. And he was in there with a substitute guy who was unfit. Now, a fit Derek Chisora who comes in, who's ready, who's motivated, who's got the former 2-weight world champion in David Haye behind him, who's sacrificed things, who's coming on point. Derek Chisora coming in at, I don't know, say it comes at 17-11. It's a lot of weight, and even though I rate Usyk as a cruiserweight and I've got Usyk as a top 10 pound for pound, even now, even though without a world title. I don't see this being an easy fight for him. But what was it, the Gabrieil fight, when Derek challenged for the European title, he was soundly outboxed. But we know that at that time, his mentor and trainer in Don Charles wasn't with him. So we didn't see the best Derek Chisora going in that fight. And he got soundly outplayed. And it seemed like Derek had trouble with movers. One thing that we have to give Usyk has the best footwork and knowing how to position men into range and out to range just by slight adjustments of his feet. He's excellent. But I could see Usyk outplaying Derek Chisora after Derek giving him a run. Usyk doesn't have early round knockouts, and I can't see him having early round knockouts, especially up at heavyweight. And Derek Chisora has got a very, very sound chin. But what I can see is maybe Usyk befuddling Derek and beating Derek on points. But there is a sneaky feeling, I have a sneaky suspicion that I could see one of those overhand rights clapping Usyk about round 4, causing a cut, and Derek Chisora winning on cuts about round 8. Seriously, call me crazy. But apart from that, then I'm gonna go for Usyk on points. I'm not sitting on the fence here. I would go for Usyk to win the fight, but you can never ever count out Derek Chisora.
Derek Chisora against Alexander Usyk. So I think the lack of crowd is going to play a part, but I don't think it was ever going to play a part on the end result. I think Usyk's going to win via unanimous decision, or I think Derek could get pulled out between rounds 9 to 12, if I'm honest. But I wish Derek all the best, and I want him to win. I really, really would love to see him win, but Usyk's a boxing genius, and I just think there's levels to this, and I think Usyk's gonna look fantastic on Saturday night. But good luck to Derek Chisora. I hope he does the business, and I hope he proves me wrong.
Hey, MJP, Johnny Wilds here. Thank you so much for having me on. I hope you're well and safe during this crazy and unfortunate 2020. This Saturday we have Usyk and Chisora. The fight opened up at minus 800 on Usyk, about plus 500 on Chisora. It's leveling out to around minus 900 on Usyk, plus 600. Not a real big fan of laying a price that big on Usyk, even though I think he's going to win. I look to the fight to not go the distance, minus 150. I think that Usyk's going to wear him down. Chisora's only been stopped 3 times in his career, to the talented Tyson Fury, Dillian White, and Mr. David Haye. He does have 9 losses. As we all know, Usyk is undefeated. Both guys are coming off of a year layoff. Last time we saw Usyk, he stopped Chaz Witherspoon in the 7th, and Chisora parked Pricey Boy in the 4th round. So I really think that Usyk's going to wear him down and get the stoppage before 12.
I think it's a great fight, but I think Usyk, man, is just like, he's just on another level right now. With this fight right here, these guys pretty match in size. It would be interesting to see what he does against a guy like a Joshua. I don't see him beating Fury. I don't see nobody in the heavyweight division beating Fury.
Usyk's going to be technically too good for him and just wear him down and break him down as the rounds go on. Or I think where Usyk's not a natural heavyweight, that's going to be the deciding factor, because obviously, like we all know, Chisora, he's a strong fighter, he's a tough fighter, and if he turns up on a day and the right Chisora turns up, I do think he has the tools to beat Usyk. I'm going to go with Chisora. Usyk, like against Tony Bellew admitted, he said, come 7th round, 8th round, he goes, I was absolutely exhausted, I didn't know what I couldn't stand. And that's when Usyk sort of got on top of him. Whereas I don't think Chisora is going to let Usyk bully him around for 7-8 rounds and then come on top. When you're fighting a naturally bigger, stronger, heavier person, you can't really bully them around the ring.
I'm not sure. We didn't really see too much he didn't perform well in his first professional heavyweight fight. Mm-hmm. But he's had a lot of time to adjust and fix, and I know that that's the type of person he is, that he would see the adjustments and kind of fine tune himself. So I think he should do good. Mm-hmm. I don't see him doing bad in this fight.
Hey fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else